Well, hello, this is Rob Mukaev of Kokote Eco Inn. I'm about to do my first fly tying video, and I realized in order to make the fly that I wanted to do, which will be the next video up, I need to make some eyes. These are eyes that are good for shrimp or for crab patterns, and I need to make a few for these, the patterns that I'm going to come up with. So. First, we use about a 20-pound Mason's hard mono, or you can use any other hard mono. I've used this Rio alloy hard before, and this works fine as well. 20 pounds, about right. And then I also use glass beads. These happen to be red. I don't know that it matters, but make sure they're kind of small. These work great. And then I use clear cure goo. I use tack free just because it's less sticky to deal with. And then finally you cover it with Sally Hansen's Hard as Nails. And this stuff just kind of gives it a nice gloss and a good finish to it. So really quickly, how we make these. I usually get about an inch to inch and a half, depending on how much I need on the eyes, but you know, call it an inch and a half. And then I use just regular pliers to cut it, and I don't know if I can get this close enough to, well, it's not focusing. But when you use those nippers, you get a little bit of a smush part on the end of the mono that'll hold on to the eye. So we'll get one of these glass beads. And here's a little trick as well on because if you use it, you'll have the little bit of squish down part there. You can use scissors and then just kind of cut it off at an angle. So one end will be very easy to thread, and you just thread it through just like that, and that'll hold, the other end will hold on to the glass bead like that. Now I've poured a little bit of clear cure goo into this little aluminum bit here, and you basically just dip it in there and cover the bead. Make sure it's covered all the way around, and then you can kind of rotate it to make sure that it stays round and covered, and then you hit it with the UV light. And then once that's done, it should be pretty tack free, and then you just hit it with a little of the Sally Hansen's. And there you go. Now I will do these like 2 or 3 or 4 dozen at a time, and one of the tricks I've learned to get these is I've actually got a tying station here, and it's a bit of a mess, but I will bring it over here and show you how I line this up. I use some masking tape, and I put the sticky side up on this, as you can see here, and as I do the eyes, I'll just kind of start sticking them like this. And then one other trick with these is sometimes even in hitting it with a light, it doesn't quite cure enough, and so what I'll do is I'll actually take this outside and like let the sun hit it, and the sun will cure these things perfectly well. But anyway, that's how I do my eyes. You can see that it's kind of cool because it does have they're transparent on the outside, and you can, and the red is like on the inside, so it does look like a real eyeball, in that you get the you know, that transparency going. But anyway, so that is how I make my crab eyes.